So Elliot says, after last week's discussion, I've been experimenting with a near field subwoofer. Congratulations, bro. Near field, I absolutely love. I think that's super, super cool. He said, my question is, what decibel level do you guys prefer to set them in reference to the rest of your system? I think Jonathan answered in the chat, but I'd love to hear you kind of share that with the audience for those that are maybe watching this on the replay and not seeing that chat.
Sure. This is going to be just a personal preference thing, so there isn't a right answer for it. But in my room, so I have the front bank of 5 there, and then I have the rear bank here of 3. And if I lower them, I like my sound stage to come from the front, right? It's just as simple as that. So if I lower my rear subs over the front subs by about a dB or a dB and a half, that seems to do the trick. So you get all the feel, but you don't localize any of the bass behind you. So that works for me, and you can try it out and see what you think. You know, change your crossover points, change your SPL. I know people in our group that like the rear subs hotter than the fronts because they just want that feel. So there isn't a right answer. Just play and see what you like.
It's very subjective. It's going to come down to the person, very much so. So us giving you an idea of what is right or wrong in this particular application, it's very different. Like I run my subs about 20 dB hot overall. I know it's not near field, but not everybody's going to do that.
Yeah.
So it's
20.
Very,
you heard that right. 20 dB hot.
I think I think it's a little higher than that.
He's about 40.
Oh, stop it! Just go away. It all blended well. Everybody just stop. Just stop. So it's very subjective and very much to taste. So do what feels right to you. Don't worry about what anybody else is saying is right or wrong. Do what feels right to you. Don't go down this rabbit hole of, oh, this is what the book says, or this is what so-and-so calibrator says. Man, if that doesn't feel right, don't do it. Do what makes sense to you. Do what feels better to you. Maybe start at that baseline and then start moving up or down, and then settle in what makes the most sense and what you find the most enjoyable. People have a tendency to, try and play it by the book, try and go by what other people say is the right way to do something. And the actual reality of this is we're all different, and we're all going to enjoy something slightly different. And it's because of that it's very important that you design and build something that makes sense to you and brings you the maximum amount of enjoyment.
Love it, man. Super cool. Appreciate the question.
Bobby, we'll agree with one thing on that. I think universally, put that near field sub as close as possible to the seat. That one's universally true. If
Jonathan's shaking his Sharpie at me now.
Yeah.
We will agree on this one thing.
I love it, man.